Good morning. I think we are live now. Morning. Happy Sunday to everybody. We are going to do a little Sunday morning drive here in ATS. I've been having some stream problems as we've been trying to get recovered from my wheel issues that we had to some other things. So we thought we'd do some testing this morning, and a little too early to be racing, so we're going to do some American Truck Simulator. We just downloaded the newest DLC. That's the Washington map. So we're going to take a quick drive. We're starting off in Vancouver, and got a uh, air compressor that we've got loaded up, and we're going to start from Vancouver and head up to Port Angeles and take a look and see how this thing handles. So let's get going. Hope you're all having a good Sunday morning. Been a quiet one for me so far, but nice relaxing drive this morning as we don't have a super long trailer, but it is a low boy, and hopefully the frames won't be too bad, although it looks to be a little choppy right now. But if you're new to the channel, thanks for coming out. Please consider giving us a like and a subscribe. Oh, these frames are horrible. This is really choppy. I'm only getting 20 some odd frames FPS right now. We're gonna have to look into this a little bit better. Not really sure what the issue is, but we'll play along with it for a little bit and see if it improves. As we're heading out onto I-5. What? That's could have been bad. Let's take a look at something real quick. Let's look at settings. Let's got so much of this turned down already. Can't turn much more down. No textures. Alright, let's see if that helped improve anything. Hopefully it did. It helped it a little bit. We're up to, it's in the 40s now. We'll see how that works out once we get up into the city. Force feedback is really light. Hopefully the stream is relatively smooth. Not all that great in game right now, but I think there's some optimization that we could still do. Again, this game is not optimized all that great. It's really hard on frames. Plus, I'm pushing 3 screens right now, so that's not helping matters at all. But it's good to have the wheel and rim back. We were down for a couple weeks with a broken pin, but oops, I just missed my exit. Oh, we'll have to come up and do what we can do. This past week did a couple races, tried to get back into Assetto Corsa with race department, but we had some connection issues. Dropped out or disconnected right towards the very beginning of the race, so didn't get much racing in there. As for iRacing, had a race on Thursday night in the Northwest Racing Series. A good night there. Didn't have a really good car at the beginning of the race, but seemed to pick it up a little bit better. Had a couple late race cautions and some pit strategy, and was able to get up in the top 5 and actually finish on the podium with a second place finish. With those guys, that's a good night for me. I'll take that any day of the week. So, wow, the steering feels really bad. I have to. Let's put it off. Turn it back on again. We can get that fixed real quick. All right, let's try this one. Check and roll. Back is good. we gotta take this exit so we can get turned back around. Oops, next one. Should probably get fuel here at the next opportunity. Oh, why does this feel so bad? Missed that line, but that's okay. This feels really super light. There you go, that feels better. See if that helped at all. Normally I would have turned off my mirrors, but you kind of need your mirrors in this game, so I know that would help with the frames. I may also just do a generic reload of the game. Maybe having something to do with the mods that I've got installed on it that's causing some of the frames issues. Let's do that. Let's see. We can. Oh. But. Yes. See if we can get this figured out. Let's start ATS back up. Let's disable some of the mods that we got. See if we can get it. See if that improves the frames at all. I may crash it. We'll soon find out. But something tells me it has something to do with a lot of the mods that I've got going. Particularly that one. Right, let's bring over that one. That one. That one. fact, I probably broke it when I disabled all of them. Oh, let's just do this. Let's go back into the mod manager. Let's not disable everything. Just disable that one. That one. I think the rest I need. Okay, let's see if that improved anything. Check to see if we're actually going live. Yep, we are. All right, well, let's see if we crashed it. Hopefully we didn't. Ooh, that made some improvements. I'm already over 60 frames, so I think that might have been part of my problem. So we're gonna get the vanilla games and logos. If it means smoother gameplay, we'll take it. Definitely looks like it's helped a little bit. But the big test will be when we actually get into some city area. It does feel a little bit smoother. Anyways, what else is going on? Been doing a lot of work around the house, outside. Got a couple projects going on. Next week, we've got our yeah. If you do have a 22-inch diameter rim, I could use it. I could hook it up. I'm thinking actually hooking it up my my Xbox One controller or the universal hub to a full large rim with the steering knob on it and get into it. But morning, Scotty, or Cap Nasties. They too early to be racing, and I wanted to see if I can figure out what was going on at the stream. So figured we'd hop on this and do some driving. It's actually quite relaxing after doing Assetto Corsa and dirt and iRacing. This is much more relaxing for a Sunday morning, so do it. I think I will. I mean, this is a quick release. But I probably won't do it until I get my other rim back. That way, because I don't want to take this in and out anymore. I'm a little skittish about breaking pins now, so. Yeah, this game is really horrible on frames per second. Right now I'm just getting 50. and I've got a lot of the settings turned down. It's not optimized all that great, and with pushing triple 1440p monitors, it's kind of a little on the difficult side. Yeah, it happens. I won't be able to race this week. I'll be in Chicago this week. I fly out Wednesday morning, and I won't get back until Friday, so. And then I'm just waiting for Wreckfest to get on sale. And then once Wreckfest comes down in price, I'll get that so I can race with the guys. Yeah, 50 is good. It's when it gets even in the 40s, it's fine. It's when it gets down into the 30s, it's really noticeable. So. No, definitely not moving very fast. Only at about, what, 45 miles an hour, so it looks like this guy's hauling the same thing I am. Monday night's race got in the Xfinity, sorry, Thursday night race in the trucks at Kentucky. Had a crap of a truck early on in the race. Could barely hold in the top 10, and for some reason a couple late cautions and a late race pit stop was able to get up in the top 5 and actually finish second. Had a couple, had a green-white checker, so that was fun. But I'll take that any day of the week. How'd you end up doing on Wednesday night? It was a shame because I was looking forward to running that Audi at Road America. Although Road America is not a great track for me, I'm still enjoying the car. Nice. Yeah, Wednesday night was a strange thing. First, not having any connection or having to remap my wheel, but at least now I know if that ever happens what I need to do. But the disconnect was really bizarre. I haven't had a disconnect in a long time, so. Not sure what was up with that, but. Looks like we're getting close to our destination. We'll have to see. Now I'm gonna run through this red light. Thought about it. We do have, I did find an interesting mod. We got the Featherlight NASCAR trailers, which is pretty cool. Heck, we got a couple of them up here. Hello. A little snug through here, hauling a big long trailer. Yeah, doesn't look like that made too much of an improvement. I'm back down to into the 30s. Which again is not too critical, but yeah. I'm looking forward to the AC Legends that you got, or the AC races that you got lined up after the 4th of July, so... Or are we racing that on the 4th, or are we starting up the week after the 4th? I believe it's the week after the 4th, but I could be wrong. Very cool. Well, I'll give that one a try. Alright, we're getting to our delivery area. Oh, nice. Yeah, Thursday night I'm going to miss the truck race at Daytona, which I'm not too thrilled about missing, but let's see. Get ahead. I will take that one. See if we can park this thing. Alright. Should be able to park this thing with little to no trouble. quite straight. I'll straighten it out. There we go. Gotta write it up. All right, let's see what we got next. Let's see. Yeah, this one was a pretty easy one to back up. I've definitely had tougher ones to deal with. But let's see what we've got out of Port Angeles. I want to get to... That's the one I want, right there. Head to Seattle. Damn, that's a fancy rig that you got there. Yep. I don't think the truck can go into that neighborhood, so... Wow. Even when Alex isn't here, you still gotta give him a hard time. A rough crowd, but... Oh, if only he was here. So what you got going on today? You do need to get gas. Nice. Yeah, my golf score and bowling scores are about the same. I haven't golfed in years. When I was living down in San Diego when I was active duty, I was golfing 2 or 3 times a week, but the golf prices were so dirt cheap being on the military course, and you had, what, 4 or 5 of them to choose from, so we had plenty of selection. But now, it just got too expensive. And it's not like you can golf year-round up here, so... Well, I mean, you could if you were a true diehard, but... Winter times are not that fun. I don't understand where this thing has me going. Oh, unless I gotta go pick up one. It just has me doing a U-turn up here. Yeah, I mean, I was golfing this. Granted, this was back in the 1990s, but I could get Sunday morning greens fee for like $12 for 18 holes. and it was $19 if you needed a riding cart. So, I mean, that was dirt cheap back then. One thing I do want to get for this game, though, and they do make it, is an actual 8 and fuller 18-speed gear shift that you can attach to the Fanatic. And it basically has your high-low split and yeah, your high-low and then your range splitter. So right now I've got first, second, third, and fourth, and then I'll press this button and that'll give me fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. But I also have high and low gears in between each one, and I'll use the shifter paddle. So like right now I'm in 1 high, 1 low, 2 high, 2 low. So pretty cool. Took a little while to get used to the coordination on it. But the actual shifter, instead of me having to use these buttons, it'll actually have the range and the splitter right on the gear shift. That's USB. Oh, that's why it had me right here. We're just gonna skip loading and just so we can get out of here and go. So this is what we got. Pretty simple load. We do need to get gas. No, but I'm sure there's a mod for it. Just like Assetto, you can mod the crap out of these things. Haters gonna hate their nasties. Haters gonna hate. But for Sunday morning, it's nice and relaxing. What's fun is when you get the oversized loads. I'll probably do that next Sunday. Where you've got escort vehicles and trying to maneuver some of these ultra wide or super heavy loads is a little on the challenging side. To heck with this light. Need to go. No cops around. Don't think we'll run this one. Don't want to get us a ticket. Have you been doing much with your golf simulator? You gonna sell it? Just not getting much use out of it? Oh, okay, it's worth more now, I guess. Hey, keep me posted if you see Wreckfest go on sale. I got it on my wish list. And if anything, I'll probably get it after I get back from my trip to Chicago, but it's a little on the pricey side right now. But I do want to get into it. It looks like a lot of fun racing with you idiots. Okay, I'll definitely keep an eye out for it. Nice thing this thing does have cruise control, which makes it even more relaxing. You do much Flight Simulator? I know Microsoft's got teasing their new Flight Simulator that's coming out later this summer, I think. What's aisle 2? Oh, it's World. Okay. I'm thinking I could probably attach some sort of shelf onto this, take the rim off, and attach a shelf right here where I could have the controls. I used to have one. I think I hit was Flight Sim X. I could be wrong on that title. And I haven't done it in a long time, but mainly because I got hooked onto this thanks to you guys. In fact, it was right around Forza 4 when I stopped doing that. Thanks again, thanks to you guys. Yeah, like I said, I've done flight sims in the past, but not... I didn't have the PC to do it, so the graphics were all the way turned down and really choppy, but now that we've got something that's a little bit more substantial, triple screens, I think it'd be a lot of fun. Problem is I just really don't have any way of mounting it to the rig, but I think if I think I can do something about that. Definitely need a gas station soon. That's not a bad deal. I'll probably start off with just getting the game, and I do have just a basic joystick, and just see how the controls, how the graphics are, and if it's something before I go and invest in anything else. Well, the seat can slide back pretty far, so I think if I were to mount the pedals just in front of... What do I need to do? Just in front of the V3s, and with the table, the seat I can slide all the way back, and I can do it that way. So I don't need to be right on top of the pedals for that. I think there's probably a gas station in there. Like I said, before I go and invest in anything more, I want to make sure that that would work. I will definitely do that. You know me, I prefer multiplayer stuff than single player, so definitely be interested in that. Let's see, don't want there. Let's go over here. I'm going to Seattle. How are the graphics on that? Is it a pretty recent title, or is it an older one? Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't think I have an NASA PC, though. I may just load up the sim, the flight sim that I've got. And like I said, I just got to configure, just gonna have to configure it for, there we go, here's some gas. Just got to configure it for being able to use my rig. Because right now it's impossible. There's absolutely no place without totally disassembling my the motor mount and unplugging. I really don't want to do that, so I thought there was a gas station over here. Oh, like iRacing's not expensive. Come on. Who are you trying to kid? Just hit my 1-year mark with iRacing. I had to renew my subscription. Oh, there's no... I thought there was a gas station over here. Well, this is unfortunate. Now I gotta figure out how to turn this pig around. Well, this is a fine how do you do. You done effed up, A-Rod. A-Run. Blindly backing out into traffic. What could possibly go wrong? Fortunately, it's at night, so traffic should be light. Wow, the game is 120 bucks just for the sim. What's driving the price on that? Is it that good, or is it a case where it's a small market so they can demand such a premium for it? Green light means go. Something tells me I'm going to be late to my delivery. Alright, I will check it out. Do you have any YouTube on that, or any streaming on that yet? Or if not, I'm sure there's plenty out there I can look for. But yeah, before I jump into that one, I'll probably get my base one and just make sure it's something I want to get into. My wife's pretty understanding, but that could be a tough one for me to convince her to let me get. What's ASW? Never heard that term before. Is that similar to FPS? Oh, got it. By the way, I might be doing another upgrade here. The new Ryzen 3 CPU in July. I'm going to see what the benchmarks are, but it's preliminary. It looks pretty impressive, so obviously we'll wait. I'll see what some of the reviewers say on it, but it's looking promising. Do what you're never supposed to do. Stop on the freeway. So I need to make this exit. Yes, Nexus. I also follow Bitwit, Paul's Hardware, Linus, and Jay's 2 Cents. I like Jay. He's got a pretty badass Camaro. But yeah, Jay's 2 Cents I follow a lot. But when it comes to technical stuff, Jay's 2 Cents and Gamers Nexus is my primary go-to guys. Linus, I enjoy some of the unique stuff that they do. Paul's Hardware, I've got a lot of credibility in as well. Oh, Linus is all right. Like I said, they do some different that the other guys don't do. Have you seen Jay's 2 Cents? Yeah, the new Ryzen's supposed to come out in sometime in July, so we'll see how that plays out. And I'll probably end up, if I do get it, I'll probably get it in August. But I want to see how much of an improvement it's going to be over what I have right now. I said I'm running the top-end Ryzen right now, the Ryzen 7 2700K or X. Yeah, the only problem with gamers is Steve can get a little dry at times. Yeah, he's no BS and wants to get straight to the point, but it can be hard to follow some of his stuff. Which, when you're reviewing CP hardware, I guess it's okay, but he gets a little bit too into the weeds for me. Not to say that's a bad thing, though. Okay, this is gonna be tight. Make sure no trains are coming. Oh, we'll go park it over there. Oh no, they want us to go through. Yes, you can. Accidentally, the first time I came to this port, yesterday or the day before, I didn't get hit, but the train definitely showed up. Give me my green. There you go. Definitely showed up, so. But anyways, I'm gonna call it a day. Glad to see the stream was working out okay. Scotty, thanks for coming out as always. Monday night I do plan to stream the Xfinity race. I think it's at Michigan, so we'll see how that turns out. Hopefully we can get a decent finish out of it. But if you're new to the channel, thanks for coming out. Please consider giving us a like and a subscribe, and we will see you next time. Have a good day, everybody.